feel it now. It's all around me, a silent voice I can't deny. A mother's arms, how they surround me. They sing the beauty of my life.
It will last forever. It will never fade away. Never cause me pain. This love, this love.
I close my eyes. It takes me over. A memory deep down in my soul, and safe from harm to be beside you. A light will shine upon the world.
It will last forever.
Om Shanti. Yesterday we saw Baba was talking with a group: Argentina, Chile, Brazil, Colombia, Jamaica, Suriname, Guyana, Trinidad, Canada, Mexico and USA. Further Baba is saying, Baba, the Almighty Authority, has a lot of love for all the children. Each of you have this experience that Bapdada has a lot of love for you. Or do you think that he has greater love for the dadis and less for you? Each of you is worthy of full love. Do you think this? Or is it little or more? Each of you are number one, because if Baba did not love you, then he would not find each soul and make him belong to him. Look, from how many corners Baba has found all of you. Did you find Baba or did Baba find you? You had been searching from the copper age, yet you did not find him. You didn't. Why not? Because we had gone onto wrong paths, into other paths. You did not know him. You did not even have his introduction. So how could you find him? This is why Baba found you easily. You found it difficult. Baba knows you, does he not? So you have this spiritual intoxication that God himself found you. People of the world search for God and God found you. And so you have so much intoxication. Those who have intoxication constantly dance with happiness. So this is the Avyakta Murli of 13th February 1992. Who found whom? Did God found you? Or you found God? Did God find you? Or God found you? Or we found him? What is the truth? God has found us. We did not know his address. We did not know his name. We did not know his name, his appearance, his form, his looks. And suppose, even if you would have come across him and bumped upon him, we would have just said, "Oh, I'm sorry." If you are a gentleman, you would have said that. If not, if suddenly he would have come in front of you, you would have shouted at him, "Can't you walk nicely, properly? Don't you have eyes?" So we did not know his name, his nature, his form, his address, his color, nothing of his occupation, nothing. That's why Baba is saying, who found whom? Did God find you or you found him? There's a Tibetan saying, when the disciple is ready, the master comes. Guru comes when Shishya is ready. No matter how much disciple tries to find the master, the disciple is not going to find. You have to give up all the search. Then the master comes, then the Guru comes. In today's Sakar, Murli Baba said, those who do not know God, they are called atheist, Nastik. But they say that you don't believe in scriptures, that's why you are atheist. So this search for God, this search for the divine is always there in man's heart, always. No man is happy where he is without God. There is no happiness in this world. There is no happiness in the sensual pleasures. If happiness would have been there in this world, why would people of the past left their houses and went in the forest? A king who has got dozens of wives, there is no need for him to give up the kingdom and go in search for God. A king who has got huge kingdom, ample amount of treasure, there is no reason for him to go in search of God. That means happiness is not in the kingdom. Happiness is not in the pleasures of the married life. Imagine Buddha. He had everything. His father had created 3 palaces for Buddha for 3 different seasons. For rainy season, on the plain, 1 palace. For summer season, 1 palace on the hill station. For winter, another palace. 3 palaces for 3 different seasons. So Buddha had no dearth of anything. He had everything. Earlier there used to be a proper season, 4 months winter, 4 months summer, 4 months rainy seasons. This is only after if you ask old people, they would tell, now the winter has ended. Now the summer has ended, the winter starts. Then the rainy season starts. The day was fixed. It's only after the Second World War that everything is disturbed. Now anything comes anytime and no fixed timing. So Buddha had everything. So many things he had. Yet there was dissatisfaction within. Yet he went for the search. All the kings, if you look at 24 Tirthankaras of Jain, they all were king. They all were from the royal family. If you look at all our dadis, they all were from good families. If you look at Brahma even, he was from such a good family. He was not a poor person. God did not select a poor person. He was a rich man, millionaire of that time. So what all this shows? This shows that definitely there is no happiness. The real happiness is lacking. The real happiness is missing. That's why people, even though they were born with so much riches and so many things, they gave up this world and went in search outside. But did they achieve happiness? No. Because they did not know where the happiness is. Because the ocean of happiness had yet not come in this world. So, Baba is talking with double foreigners and asking them, who has searched whom? Did you search me or did I search you? Did you find me or I found you? So you had no power because you had no introduction. There is a story of a man, a Tibetan parable, which says that there was a man who was always praying to God, oh God, where are you? Come to me. Oh God, where are you? And he was always searching God here and there. And whenever God came, he was never there because he moved ahead. God kept on coming every time. He went to one place, oh God, come. And he went to another place. By the time God came to that place, he had already moved. And when he had not moved, he was doing his mental spiritual trips. So it happened that they never met. Whole life he kept on searching God, and God kept on coming to the places where he called him. But by the time God came, he had some other temple, some other monastery, some other guru. He was just flitting from one place to another. So such a person died one day, and after his death, then he confronted God and started shouting at God. You had promised in the scriptures that you will come. What about your promises? You did not come. I kept on crying the whole life, but you never came. God says, what should I do? I was coming all the time, but you were never present. Whenever you called and wherever you called, I always came. But you always missed me. What should I do? I was helpless. So God was always searching us. It's we who drifted away all the time from Him. He was always behind us. And another thing, even if suppose this is the copper age which started, if suppose God had come here in the copper age, we were so busy in so many other things, we would not have paid attention to Him. If He had descended suddenly in copper age and said, I am God, we already had so many other different powerful gods. Why would we go to Him? We will say, you are false, you cheater, go away. If He had said, oh, I am point of light, but we had so many Hanuman and so many other demigods and deities. We were so much busy in worshipping and worshipping and worshipping. He would have appeared as an enemy to us. And our search was so fresh. We were so enthusiastic. We would have found Him as an obstacle in our path. We would not have paid any attention to Him. And if He had talked about destruction and all those things, we would have definitely hated Him. So, good that He did not come in copper age. God comes at the end. This whole world is like a house. Suppose there is some leakage in the wall or some problem in the tap. So many people came. Some people came to repair. A plumber came. Then a carpenter came. So many people kept on repairing this house. But there came a time when it was beyond repair. That time God comes. If suppose He had come in between, suppose the tap water is not working and somebody says, I will destroy this whole house and prepare a new house for him. We would say, go away. This house is so beautiful. Why should we destroy the whole house just because tap is not working? No, we don't want. Get lost. That's why he comes at the end, where the whole house has become dilapidated. The whole house is in ruins. That time he comes. That's why in Murli so many times the example of Baba gives the example of house. The Srishti, this world is an old house, I am constructing a new house. So when you have new house, you should remove your intellect's yoga from the old house and connect to the new house. So God comes, and He has come, and He has found us. Baba says you should have this intoxication that God has found you. You have not sought Him, you have not found Him, He has found you. So there should be so much intoxication. And He always knew us. He knew all our potential. He knows all our potential, no matter where we were. But He just picked us from that small place. There are so many Brahmin souls. There is whole village and only one Brahmin has come out from that village. So Baba knows who is where. Baba knows which person to keep where. He keeps right person at the right places. If suppose He removes that person and keeps another person, there would be a lot of hodgepodge. Whosoever is in whichever department, that is the best thing. If I am removed from the place where I am and somebody else is kept, there would be upheaval. If you are removed from the place where you are and somebody else is suddenly kept, there would be some upheaval. So, God knows everyone's speciality, everyone's potential. Baba knows who should be where. And that's why Baba says, you should have spiritual intoxication. You should have spiritual intoxication. That we are God selected, God elected, God appointed souls. God selected, God elected, and God appointed souls on this planet Earth. He has appointed us, He has selected us. God chosen souls. We are His choice. He picked us. One from here, one from here. And He has created this bouquet. A beautiful bouquet. So every soul is so special here. Every soul is so unique. Not just unique, but every Brahmin is a masterpiece. Every Brahmin is a masterpiece. Unique with his specialities. Unique in his features, nature, and everything about him. Today Baba is talking with that group of doctors, We will see in Hindi. So they are also very unique people. Why they are unique? They are next to God. Baba said, it is the faith, the law of faith. The patient comes to you with lot of faith. Even if you give him wrong medications or water, he will get okay because of that faith. There was one doctor, he visited this aboriginal, Adivasi areas of Bihar. And one patient came to him and he said, I had this much pain in my knees, doctor, please give me some medication. The pain is not going, it is from so many months. So he had nothing with him. So he picked up one leaf and wrote on that leaf the medication and told, take this, a bit of it, half, every day, and you will be all right. And he gave that leaf the name of the medication and told him, get it. So after 7 days, the patient met the doctor and he said, I am all right, absolutely all right. He said, you took the medication? He said, yes, I took the medication. So how you took? He said, this leaf which you gave, I ate every day. So that leaf cured him. Placebo and nocebo both. So it is the faith, Baba said. So they come to you with so much faith. You are double doctors. You can serve them in a better manner. They come to you as complete beggar. They come to you as complete beggar. So you can take use of it. Just as eye specialist is there, he restores vision. So you are spiritual ophthalmologists. You give them, you are a drishti doctor. You give them such a drishti that their old sanskars, they get cured of the illness of old sanskar. Their anger goes away, their lust goes away. From anger they become nikrodhi, angerless. So, anger free and lust free. You give them this injection, but first this injection you should give yourself. Then only the injection will work on others. Otherwise it will not work. The injection of all powers. So, every soul is so unique. I think Baba has spoken with almost all professions of this world. If you study all the Avyakta Murli together, there is hardly a single profession about which Baba has not talked about. Right from the watchmen, laundrymen, doctors, engineers, social workers, nature cure, everything. He has spoken about each and every profession in his speeches. So, every soul is unique. So Baba said you should have this intoxication that I am a unique soul. And whatever job, profession, seva you have been given, you should be intoxicated about it. That this seva has been given to me by God Himself. Rather than having inferiority complex that his seva is better and that person's seva is better. Every person is best in his own place. It is not that somebody who is giving speeches in front of lakhs of people is superior than a person who is cleaning the toilet. It is the bhavana which is important. It is the bhav, it is the attitude which is more important. With what attitude you do service. It is not your position that makes you superior, but it is your attitude that makes you superior. So whatever you are doing, do it with all your heart. Whatever you are doing, do it with full enthusiasm, with full zest. Whatever you are doing, do it with a sense of surrender. Whatever you are doing it for somebody who is above, for God. Everything should be in the sense of surrender. No matter what seva it is. Even if it is writing, if you are churning, your churning will help the world. You give powers through the world, to the world. In today's Sakar Murli's blessing, Baba said, you are Master Almighty Authority. When you give powers through the mind, your mind itself becomes powerful. You can control your mind. Your mind comes under your control. When you give powers to the mind. And with this control mind, you can control those mischievous souls even. So, spiritual intoxication about your own profession, about your job, about your seva, about your specialities. It is not about ego. I know I have these many things in me. And who has given me this? God has given me this. And I must utilize all my specialities to the hilt. To my highest potential. They should not rot within me. If somebody can speak, he should speak. In yesterday's Murli, Baba has said, you should have better method of explaining to others. Baba gave example of Jagdish Bhai and so many other dadis. So if you have understood, you explain that to others. This is an art, one. If you can write, you must develop the art of writing. So that is an art. If you have an art of cooking, gardening, any sport, anything, you should develop it. That itself is a seva to the yajna. So, what Baba is saying here is, so you have this spiritual intoxication that God Himself found you. People of the world search for God and God found you, and so you have so much spiritual intoxication. Those who have intoxication constantly dance with happiness. Om Shanti.